everybody. Welcome to another episode of Noah's Window. My name is Daniel Mahana. I'm a groups pastor, and we're looking at Proverbs that are helpful to just living our lives every single day. And so, we're in a series called Coached Up, and Mark's looking at that a little bit. He's done installments like that before, called Going Pro. And so I thought it'd be fun to share my favorite Proverbs. But Proverbs chapter 3 is probably one of the most well-known Proverbs that if you've grown up in church, or even if you haven't, you probably know this proverb. And as a young kid growing up in church, when I was making my faith my own, this was one I thought about a lot. In fact, the Bible I use all the time, it's really torn up, and it's, got a lot of markings. But this Proverbs 3 is funny. I know you can't really see that, but this one is highlighted and stuff from this is my Bible from high school. But there were times when it got ripped, and so I had to tape it. And so it took the highlight off. But this verse is marked up a lot in my Bible because I think about it a lot. I think it's really important. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. In fact, there's a lot of verses in this, but I'm going to read this out of my Bible, and then I'm going to read it again out of the Amplified because I think it's good. I like the Amplified. Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourish your bones." Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. The Amplified Version says it this way. It says, "Trust and rely confidently on the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight or understanding." Man, how often do we do that every single day? We forget to seek the counsel of God and ask for his wisdom, and we try to accomplish so much on our own so often instead of trusting the Lord and not relying on our own understanding. Because I don't know about you, but many times that I've relied only on my own understanding, it's not reliable. It ends up becoming not very reliable. But we can trust in God and rely on him because he is faithful and he is all-knowing and all-powerful in every aspect of our life, no matter how small or big, whatever the circumstances you might be facing. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, with all that you are. And I like verse 6 because it says, "In all of your ways," not some of your ways, not just part of your day, not just part of your choices, but every choice you have to make in every direction you're going, your family, your relationships, your work, your career, your future, your money, your gifts, your talents, all of it, in all of your ways, acknowledge him. And the word acknowledge the command to acknowledge actually means to observe God, right? To observe God, which means you have to get close and you have to get to know him. So in order to acknowledge him in all my ways, that means I'm observing his word, I'm spending time with him, I'm looking for how his spirit is working in the world around me, and getting to know his heart and spending time with him in the secret place. I got to acknowledge him and observe him in all my ways, and recognize him in all your ways. Acknowledge and recognize him. And when we're able to observe him and recognize him in our lives, guess what happens? He will make your path straight and smooth, removing obstacles that block your way. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So often when we face obstacles in our life, it's probably because we haven't really acknowledged, observed, or drawn close to God in our lives. That's not always the case, but a lot of times it's like we're trying to figure it out on our own. It's like if you've ever broken down in your car somewhere, and your pride sets in, and you're like, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't need to call a tow truck. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. When all you just probably need is just a quick phone call. You have this obstacle, and someone else could help you if you just weren't relying only on yourself. And I think we do that in our life. We face all these things and we try to figure it out. We think, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And God is saying, look, I'm right here. I'm reliable. Trust in me. If you just trust this with me, I'm gonna acknowledge me and what you're doing, observe me, spend time with me, get to know me, see that I'm here and working in your life. I'm gonna make your path a little bit smoother, and I'll help remove obstacles if you would just allow me, because as Mark says, God's a gentleman. And He cares about you, and he wants you just to reach out. And one time Mark told me, I wish people knew just how much help they had from heaven. And maybe he said that in a sermon too. And I just think about that when I think about this verse. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. He will make your paths straight. What an extraordinary proverb to keep in our heart and our mind every single day, to help guide us and direct us and lead us. And so I hope that you do that today. And that's my prayer for you. I hope this is an encouragement. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.